What's good, YouTube? It's Money Man coming at you on another video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a subscriber submitted hot take, all right? I asked a bunch of the subs to submit your hot take that you stand on. You got to believe this concrete evidence. You can't be 50-50. This is your hot take that you believe and you're willing to die for, right? So I asked in the community section, and then I did ask in my Discord, link in the description, a bunch of hot takes. We're sending, we got like 30 and then I think another 30 here. So we're about to speed run through all these hot takes. I'm going to give my opinion. Now, this is my opinion and subscribers' opinions. Of course, it's all opinion and all subjective. We're not all gonna have the same opinions. We're gonna have different opinions, and that's okay. Y'all don't gotta be in the comment section going crazy on me because I said this and I said that. It's all subjective, all right? But without further ado, let's get into it. We'll start with the YouTube comment section, right? So I asked, what's your hot take you stand on? Drop your hot takes below to be featured in the video. So I'm gonna be shouting out everybody, and I'm gonna start with my hot take, all right? Now, this is my hot take that I believe is like concrete evidence, bro. Like, I am standing on this hot take, and no one can prove me wrong. Now, mine is Destroy Lonely's rookie year is greater than Cardi's year, bro. And I believe that because if we're comparing NS, Lone's rookie year, right? Because Lone's rookie year, I know a lot of people were like, yo, Lone's rookie year was 2021 with Broken Hearts. But like, that wasn't even a studio album, right? We're talking about studio albums, first major body of works, right? Cardi had In Abundance and all that. But with Cardi's rookie year, it was self-titled. With Lone's rookie year, it was No Stylist. Both of them were mixtapes. So we got mixtape versus mixtape. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, No Stylist clears self-titled in my opinion. I know there's a lot of self-titled stands, but for me, I don't think self-titled is Cardi's craziest work. I think it's like a solid, cool little mixtape from Cardi. You know, had bangers on there. It was just flooded with good music, right? Good, solid music. It was, I think, like less than 15 tracks, so it was great. But same thing with Lone's project. There was like maybe, I think there was like 16 tracks, something like that. But then you got that second half. You got like Lone showing him like, yo, well, I'm him, bro. Like, he's standing on like, yo, I'm not just a trap rapper. I'm not just a rage rapper. I got this side of me. And I think that mixtape, No Stylist, is much better than self-titled. I'm just gonna say that. I know there's a lot of people who are not gonna agree with me, but Destroy Lonely's rookie year, and then we're just not even counting the leaks, bro. 2021 to 2022 leaks, No Stylist era leaks versus, you know, self-titled era song / leaks. It's night and day, bro. Come on, bro. Lone's rookie year was going so stupid. I remember Ian Connor tweeted this, and I was like, bro, I agree 100%. And he tweeted this back in 2021. So that's gonna be the first one. I can't go into too long because y'all know me. I could be yapping for minutes, bro. We're gonna get into the second one with my boy Hold My Hands. He says Lone's unreleased catalog is better and more consistent than Cardi, but Cardi's leaked catalog is more iconic. And I would agree with that. You know, like Hold My Hands knows Lone's unreleased, bro. Me and him agree. Lone's unreleased can go bar for bar, song for song, track for track with Cardi's unreleased, in my opinion. But I would say that Cardi's is 100% more iconic. Like, Lone leaks are definitely more consistent. When you hear a Lone leak, you know you're just gonna get some fire. Like, especially if it's a Lone Clayco beat, it's over, bro. But like, Lone's is definitely more consistent, but I feel like Cardi's leaks are also more like experimental, like the Whole Lotta Red V2, like I painted my nails, I'm a pretty little bit, like those type of songs. Like, the songs are like more experimental, so of course it's not going to be as consistent, but of course Cardi's is definitely more iconic. Like, Lone doesn't really have a major huge big leak that went crazy like Kid Cudi, or, you know, like Red on, or like Skeleton, or like I don't know, you guys know She Wanna, like, you know, all the Cardi leaks that went so big. Lone doesn't have that yet. I would say Lone's biggest leak to drop would be in the guitar one. I forgot the name. It was like In the Nighttime, yeah, like Guys with the Moon. That one is probably Lone's biggest, but I would agree with this hot take 100%. Now we're going with Eki. He says Place is the best song in Whole Lotta Red. Come on, bro. We were just talking about Cardi leaks in this second comment, and this song is so old, bro. I do, like, even when Whole Lotta Red dropped the first time it came out, I was not bumping Place at all. One, they ruined it because they put that long pause. If y'all remember back in the OG days, OG Place, when it first leaked, V Lone Troops. Y'all remember that tag? That tag is way more iconic than that pause in the middle. But I have to agree with this. Place is not the best song. If anything, it's the biggest skip in my opinion. It's so old. It's like what? Like a 2019 song? Not even 2019, it was like Cardi leak season when it was like 2019-18. That song is way too old. Same thing with Neon. I wasn't a fan that he put those two songs, but I do understand why. I feel like he could have picked some better songs, but hey, it's what we got. Whole Lotta Red is a great body of work, but I'm gonna disagree with this. Now we got a hot take from Kobe White. 2023 So Fago is greater than 2023 Lone. Fago also finna have album of the year when it comes to underground with his next album, Never Apologize. Now, 2023 Lone versus 2023 Fago. I mean, this is a hard one because they both delivered. Y'all saw my Spotify rap. Lone was my #1 artist, and all of my top 5 songs were If List Could Kill. Now, I think If List Could Kill was a great project. It was really, really good. But SoFaygo, what did SoFaygo do in 2023? What did SoFaygo do in 2023 other than drop an EP? Now, the EP was great. I know you saw my reaction. The EP was amazing, but he just didn't put out enough music for it to be really a comparison, in my opinion. Now, I would prefer If List Could Kill. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna listen to If List Could Kill over SoFaygo's Go Plus. But Go Plus was a great project. I think it was the best project in the underground. You know, Lone, Ken, Fago. Lone, Ken, Yeat, they're not really underground, but I would say Fago is still underground. He's like, Bob Lam calls it the purgatory. Like, SoFaygo hasn't really broke the mainstream, but he's kind of like too big for the underground, you know what I'm saying? But SoFaygo just dropped an EP, that's it. Like, NA should have been dropped, but I'm very excited for NA because I know Fago's cooking up something crazy, because I was actually a fan of Pink Hearts. I thought Pink Hearts was actually a good body of work. Like, I was a very big fan of it. It's actually like a year old in this month. I thought it was a great body of work. I enjoyed it, but I do understand why people didn't like it. So I understand the route he took with Go Plus, and he delivered on Go Plus. And from the NA snippets, they've been crazy. So I'm excited for NA, but I'm gonna have to say 2023 Lone is still better. Lone's my goal, bro. Y'all know this. Now we're going into Opium Woozy. Dom Corleone is overhated. This is 100% truth. I don't know why Dom gets hate anymore. Like, I get like early, like last year 2023 when he was first coming up, like Penthouse Shorty, Ginseng, why people were saying like if you listen to his old catalog, he sounded like a White Summers. Let's be honest, he sounded like a rip-off Summers, and he was biting Lone in Summers. We all get that, but Dom has definitely evolved, and I think Dom's project was amazing. I thought it was really, really good. He had a listening party in LA. That thing was packed. It was more packed than SoFaygo's listening party, and I really, really liked Dom's album. I thought it was very, very good, and Dom, he doesn't need the hate. I feel like Dom proved himself already. He's got a big hit. He's got major hits. He's got Penthouse Shorty, Ginseng. Then his biggest song is Wake Up, Filthy, Benny X, One Beat. Then he delivered a great project. I feel like there's no need to hate on Dom other than, you know, he's like a white rapper. I feel like that's why people are only hating on him, but I definitely agree with this. Now we got my boy Goyard. Shout out him. Go subscribe to him. He said Utopia wasn't that crazy in my opinion. And you know, when Utopia first came out, I know y'all saw my reaction. I was a hater, bro. I was straight hating. I didn't even like Fiend the first time it came out. But I'm not gonna lie to you, Utopia has grown on me. It wasn't that crazy. I wouldn't say, yeah, I would agree. It wasn't that crazy, but I do think it was a solid body of work from Travis. I definitely think he delivered. It's definitely grown on me. Y'all seen my Travis vlog. That was the best concert I've ever been to in my life, for sure. But Utopia for me is like a cool 8. Good listen, good tracks. I know it's doing great. Meltdown is very good. Fiend is really good. I like the song with Future and SZA. I like that one a lot. It's cool. It's like a cool little listen for me. It's nothing crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I would agree with that. Now we got Seven Curry. Lil Tracy had the biggest downgrade in music quality in the underground. Now Lil Tracy, I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't heard bro's name since like 2017 when he was running around with Peep. So I couldn't even give you like a legitimate answer to this. I don't know that. I guess like I'm gonna go with your answer. I don't know. Now we got my boy Jaden Hanzi. Shout out him, the world's flyest podcaster / YouTuber. He says Whole Lotta Red is the best album of all time. Come on, bro. Bro, Jaden be having the craziest takes, bro. He be saying the wildest stuff, and I gotta disagree. Now, Whole Lotta Red is a great album, you know, sparked the underground in my opinion. Like I said, I'm just gonna stand on it. It sparked the underground. Yeat, Fago, Ken, Lone. They wouldn't be as big if Whole Lotta Red didn't drop, because they were all hopping on Whole Lotta Red type beats, and that sound, you know, people were craving that sound because Cardi delivered that, and people were like, yo, this is the new sound, this is what we want. So I would say Whole Lotta Red is definitely a great album. We all know the influence it's had, but it's not the best album of all time. And I'm not gonna lie, Whole Lotta Red is not a perfect track list. I know earlier in the year, like I was glazing like Whole Lotta Red is the best project, but Whole Lotta Red does not have a perfect track list. I think there's some misses, like, man, we could have lived without that. Place, Neon, we could have lived without that. The last song, I do think it was cool. It was experimental, Cardi showing a different side of him. It was cool, but it was whatever. There wasn't that many crazy songs other than like Rockstar Made. We got Stop Breathing, and then that second half of the like Die Forgot Over was cool. But Whole Lotta is not the best album of all time. The best album of all time, in my opinion, I don't even know the answer to that. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the answer to that. But Whole Lotta Red isn't that. Jaden Hansi, my boy, said Uzi will forever be better than Cardi. Now, this is something I've had a debate with recent. I've been arguing with people in the DMs back and forth, especially when Cardi and Uzi stats came out. And I'm not gonna lie to you, if this was like 2018, if this was pre-Whole Lotta Red, pre-EA, I would have agreed with you. But seeing the impact and how influential Cardi's album was, and seeing the route Cardi's taking with his career compared to the way Uzi's career is unfolding, it's looking like Cardi's taking it. And if not, he is already taken out. Now, for me, Cardi and Uzi are forever equal. They will never be greater, never be less. For me, Cardi and Uzi will be equal. Even if Cardi drops a million better albums than Uzi's career is just on the downfall, they will forever be equal because they're so iconic. And especially with me growing up and listening to the music and seeing them come up, they're just equal for me, right? But I'm not going to lie to you. As of recent, since EA Whole Lotta Red dropped, come on, bro. We all know who's the guy. It's Cardi, bro. People are not looking up to Uzi like they used to, bro. Uzi kind of lost that with him, giving everybody and their mom a feature. Him doing, these vaporwave, TikTok, hyper, sped up, releasing Pink Tape in different versions. Like, Uzi kind of lost it a little bit, but we all know who's that guy. It's Cardi, bro. We all know that. Now we got Prod Mayhem. He said AGC wasn't that good. Mixing was total garbage on most songs. Beats and flows were better, but none of them matters when the album sounds like it was recorded and mixed on GarageBand. Now, for me, it sounded fine to me, especially like none of us had snippet syndrome as well. I remember like when the deluxe for EA dropped, we're like, Keisha didn't mix this, it sounds garbage, right? But for all the leaks and all the snippets that did end up on AGC, it sounded perfect in my opinion. I'm not a listener who's like, yo, I need to hear the mixing. Like, I'm not really one of those type of listeners. To me, if it sounds hard and it sounds good and it sounds clean, I like it, right? But you're a prod, so you probably have a different ear than me. But I thought it was dope. I thought AGC was cool. Is it Ken's best album? I know it was glazing it when it first came out. Is it Ken's best album? Project X. Honestly, at this point in time, I'd probably say Project X is tied. We do have to see AGC in concert, but I was actually a fan of it. Mixing sounds fine to me. For the casual listener, like somebody who's not a prod like you or an engineer, we're not listening to like the mixing other than if it's like a big, big gap or like a big, like what the hell is this, like when the EA Deluxe came out, right? But I would say I would disagree with this. I do think that AGC was very good. I liked it. Now we got my boy Cottney. I don't know his name. He said Ken is greater than Lone. No, bro. AGC was good, but if Lissa Kill and AGC, I feel like they were cool. I really enjoyed them from both, but it's just still forever Lone's greater, bro. Like back to my boy Hold My Hand said, Lone's unreleased catalog is almost better than Cardi's and is more consistent. If you were around the time when Destroy Lonely Archive had more monthly listeners than Lone's actual Spotify itself, you know why it will be forever Lone greater than Ken. Lone has the most amazing unreleased archive. It's up there with Juice. It's up there with Uzi. It's up there with Cardi. I'm saying it. If not, it might be better than all of them. He's got bangers sitting on bangers on bangers on bangers, and he ain't even dropped it. And then we're talking about NS, how good that was. Broken Hearts was good. If Lissa Kill was dope. I feel like X was a kind of a letdown. It wasn't really that crazy. And Ken's unreleased isn't that crazy. Lone wipes. But for me, it will forever be Lone greater. Like that unreleased catalog Lone sitting on is just crazy. Now we got my boy Zanse Wu says Lil Uzi is Dookie. Come on, bro. We all know he's trolling. Now we got, again, another comment. He said, Osama's son is better than Ken Carson. No, bro. Osama's son is not better than Ken Carson. Osama's son, he dropped a great project. I'll admit it. So Osama's son really put out a really good project. I really enjoyed it. But he's got to prove himself a little bit more. Especially, was that an album or was that even an album? I believe it was like an EP or mixtape, the one with the Cardi-inspired cover. But I know Flex Music is about to drop on the 8th. We're going to be reacting to that for sure. But Osama's son still needs to prove himself. He still needs to be seasoned in the game. He still needs to go on his own tour. I know he did a little tour, but it was like 4 cities, the major ones in the U.S. He still got to go on tour. He still got to drop a great project. He still got to give out features, get placements, all that. Osama's son is very good, but there's a lot of evolution that needs to be done in his career. And I do think he's going to reach that. It's just a matter of time, right? He barely started getting popping. But Osama's son, as of right now, is not better than Ken Carson. I got to disagree. Now we're going to be going into my Discord right here. If you haven't joined, why ain't you joined, bruh? Discord link is in the description. Now we got my boy T. Self-titled is greater than Die Lit. And like I said earlier in the video, I wasn't that crazy of a fan of Self-Titled. I think Dial It is better. Dial It held me down, bro. Dial It held me down for a while. At one point I was listening to Dial It every single day, like when we were just 2019 leak days, no Cardi, just Cardi was ghost for months. Dial It held me down, bro. Self-Titled was cool, but I got Dial It. It's always, for me, Cardi's evolution is the way his albums are ranked. Self-Titled, Dial It, Whole Lotta Red. Just that's the way it goes in my opinion. He keeps getting better every album. Will he get better on music? Who knows? The bar has been set very high, but I do think he can surpass Whole Lotta Red. I really do think he can. Now we got Jake from State Farm. Cross Country is Lone's best song by far. Now, Cross Country is a very, very, very good Lone song, but I'm going to have to disagree. I don't think it's his best song by far. I don't have a Lone favorite song. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't have like, yo, this is the one for me. I don't have one from Lone. There's like a top 10 for me, but honestly, it always changes. But I know Never Ever is in there for sure. But when I think of top 10, top 5, top 3 Lone songs, I'm not thinking of Cross Country. I'm not going to lie to you. Now we bought my boy Leon, Pineapple, W profile pic. Then we got Tav. Ken is greater than Cardi. I think Ken is very good. He's proved himself a lot. He dropped a great project. He's not a Cardi clone, Cardi's son. He proved himself, right? But he still got some time. He still has to evolve. He still has to be in the game for a little bit longer. Realistically, Ken's only been in the game for like 3 years. He barely started popping end of 2020, and that's when I first started hearing about Ken, right around like Thanksgiving, like October, that type of time. But Ken, I think he's great. I don't think he'll ever surpass Cardi, bro. I think like there's a hierarchy in the Opium label, and we all know like they'll never be better than Cardi, but they're very good artists. Ken and Lone are very good. But I would disagree with that. I don't think so. Now we got Pat Smoke BB. He said Cardi will never drop. Now I'm not gonna lie to you. By the way it's looking, it's dead, right? But I do think he's dropping. He even said in the magazines that he's gonna be dropping. Who knows? I don't know. We're thinking music is gonna drop Christmas time, because of the tour. He pushed it back. But if he were to be dropping the album at Christmas time, the rollout should have been started, right? I don't know why the rollout hasn't started. Whole Lotta Red rollout started around this time, then dropped on Christmas. So, hey, I don't know. Maybe he's going to drop in January. That would more so lead into like an early mid-December start rollout, but I don't know, bro. Now we got Sufi. Hard Rock has more potential than Ken and Lone combined. Now, combined, I don't think so. I do think Hard Rock is very good. I was a very big fan of his project. I thought it was very solid. But just the way Hard Rock's moving and just the way, he's moving and doing things, it's just not looking good from him. He needs to get out there. He needs to do interviews. He needs to put out posts on Instagram. He needs to do his own tour. Like, I don't know what Hard Rock is doing. I don't know why his manager or his team is just holding him back. Like, they need to step their foot on the gas. And I know they started it kind of when the album dropped and they did some shows and he was supposed to be on Uzi's tour and he did Lancey's tour. But they need to, step it up a notch. But I would disagree. I think Hard Rock is great. I do think Hard Rock probably has more potential than Ken, but just like Hard Rock is doing nothing with his career right now, bro. It's really dead. He's in dead waters. He dropped a great project, but like he needs to step it up in 2024 for sure. I do think he's more talented than Ken. I'm not gonna lie to you, because Ken realistically only does Rage and Hyperpop. We've seen Hard Rock do Rage. We've seen Hard Rock, go on to slow stuff. We've seen Hard Rock, go on a guitar beat. We've seen Hard Rock and Lone are more talented than Ken for sure. I don't know about Lone because I do think Lone is very talented, but Hard Rock needs to show, like, he needs to do something, bro. That's what he needs to do. But I would disagree with that. Then we got my boy Millie. Lil Uzi vs. The World 2 is Uzi's best project. There isn't a single miss on this. And y'all know my favorite Uzi project. Love is Rage 2. I just feel like Uzi cannot make a better project than Love is Rage 2. I'm not going to lie to you. And I do think Love is Rage 3 is going to be kind of a disappointment. From the way Uzi's moving, he's like sad, depressed, whining on his story like a little bee. Like, bro, Uzi, get back in your bag. You're that guy. I don't know why he's not doing that, but I disagree. I think Love is Rage 2 is his best. Like, we got 20 minutes, Neon Guts. We got Dark Queen. We got early 20 Razor. But there's so many grails on Love is Rage 2 alongside a diamond song, and like every single song is just so great, and there's like hundreds of millions of streams just on songs on that album. Like, he has the craziest, biggest song on those albums for sure. Now we got Jake from State Farm. Lone is greater than Ken by a mile. Lone's discography is larger, has few misses, and there is more variety. What I've been saying all video. I agree with you 100%. Y'all seen this. Now my boy Cole Frosty, go and subscribe to him. He said Ty Fontaine is the best in the underground. Now I do think Ty Fontaine is actually very talented. You know, he can sing. But Ty Fontaine's like in a position with Hard Rock. Like, what are they doing with their career? Especially after bro left Internet Money. It's just been whatever from Ty. I haven't really been tapped in with them since, like, you know, the early underground when we started coming up, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. Then we got MG01. Ken is gonna be the biggest Opium member. I mean, Ken and Lone, I feel like they're equally as big. As of right now, I would say Ken is bigger for sure. I would agree with that. But we got to see how it plays. We just gotta see. We just gotta give that some time because I do think they're equally as big, to be honest, in my opinion. Then we got T. The UK Underground is almost as good as the US Underground. Now the UK Underground, it's cool for me. I'm not really tapped into that scene, so I couldn't give you like, yo, this rapper from the UK. Really, the only person who I'm tapped in from the UK Underground is like Femi. I think Femi is dumb hard. He's super fire. But other than that, I don't really know anybody else, so I couldn't really give you a valid opinion on that, to be honest. Then we got G Herbo. Love is Rage 3 is going to be very mid unless it's full of songs made in 2017 through 19. Uzi's voice just sounds worse now and his beat selection is terrible. Ban Brandon Finessen from making beats, please. Another hot take is ever. Alright, so the Love is Rage 3 one. Like I said earlier, yeah, I would agree. Like, just Uzi hasn't been in his bag, bro. He's not that guy. He's not popping his stuff. Like, he seems very discouraged as of right now. And it's just, I don't know. Like, Uzi needs to stand on Pink Tape. You know, remember when he first put out Pink Tape? It's like, okay, now I'm doing Barter 16. And Barter 16 never dropped. It's like, Uzi, we need you to stand on your work. You're that guy, bro. You proved yourself. You don't need to be going on your story talking about, yo, I'm going to prove myself to these rappers and I'm going to show them. Like, bro, you've been showed them. I don't know why he's doing this. Now, Brandon Finessen. Now, if this was pre-Pink Tape and, you know, post-EA, I would agree with that. Because I do think we were all tired. The Uzi community was sick and tired of those stupid hyper-pop Brandon Finessen type beats. We were done. But I'm not going to lie to you. Brandon did redeem himself on Pink Tape. His beats on Pink Tape were dumb. So I would disagree with that Brandon take for sure. Now we got another one. He said, another hot take is every mainstream rapper fell off after 2019 and lost all their creativity, besides Cardi. Now, I mean, every mainstream rapper, did they fall off? And I mean, I don't think they fell off. I think they're fine. Lost their creativity. Like, the mainstream rappers really have creativity. Like, when I think of mainstream rappers, I'm thinking of Durk, Baby, Rod Wave, Gunna, Thug, Uzi, Cardi, Travis. Now, I do think Uzi's kind of like 50-50. Like, he's not in his creative bag. He doesn't really have great creative direction, but it's something, right? It did kind of decline with Pink Tape. There was nothing really crazy. Travis, I would disagree. Travis creates worlds. He creates, you know, worlds that you just live in with albums. So Travis, you know, Travis is one who's definitely upped it. Cardi, obviously, another one, creates worlds, aesthetics, or like auras, like, you know, the way he dresses, the way the music sounds. It all coincides with the album, right? Same thing with Travis. Same thing with Tyler. Tyler is probably the best at doing that, in my opinion. We got Tyler, Travis, Rocky's great at doing that. Kanye is great at doing that. But yeah, I would say that. But really, realistically, like, when you think of mainstream rappers like Durk, Baby, they don't really have creative outlets or creative directions, right? And when they do it, it's kind of corny. Like, even Drake, he doesn't have great creative direction. But yeah, I would agree with that. Somebody said Ken is currently better than Cardi. Ken and Lone are better than Uzi and Cardi. Opium Twins better than 1629. They're pretty equal to me. I'm not gonna lie to you. 1629, like I said earlier, like in a bunch of my videos before, 1629 isn't that crazy of a project in my opinion. It's not. Oh my God, there's so many crazy Uzi Cardi songs. Like, there's solid Uzi and Cardi songs, but I prefer Offset and Cardi over 1629, song for song. Obviously, besides the chemistry, but 1629, Opium Twins, they're pretty equal in my opinion. They're pretty equal. Ken is better than Cardi right now. I mean, I would agree with that. What has Cardi done? Like, I would agree with that for sure. Now we got, what else we got? Jay-Z is overrated. I mean, Jay-Z, he's a go, bro. I can't really give a valid opinion on that because I'm not really a huge Jay-Z fan, but I do enjoy some of Jay-Z's music. I've been listening to Watch the Throne. I've been listening to Watch the Throne heavy recently. I'm not gonna lie to you. And the last one, Woozy, Dom is overhated. Yeah, we already went through that, but this is gonna be every hot take we went through. I wonder how long this video. It's got to be like at least 30 minutes, and I'm not editing this thing. We're straight uploading this raw. So we got right here. We got all the YouTube ones and all the Discord ones. Like I said, if you have not joined, join up the Discord. We got like 400 people in here. We going crazy. People are active, self-promoting, hot takes. We doing all that. We're gonna be rating Spotify Wrapped on Friday and tomorrow's stream. And you know, bro, appreciate y'all for the support. Thank you for giving me your hot take. We're gonna keep running it up all 2023. 2024, I'm telling you, we stepping and we coming heavy, bro. Me and my boy Stealthy, we going crazy all year. All 24, we taking over, bro. I'm telling you, 2024 is the year you're gonna see Money May go crazy. But appreciate all y'all for dropping your hot takes. Like I said, if you guys like the video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's Money May, or is it? And I'm out. Thank you guys.